Good evening, friends. How are we? I was going to put my drink down somewhere. I don't know if Danny's still around, but I've just been recording a video, and I thought, right, I'm going to use the products that we've got on the Friday night live, and I don't think I've got them. And I think Danny's gone to pick Lily up. Let me just check in my box. Say hello to each other. Oh no, look. I might have a bit. I might not have the stencils, but I do have the die. That's a good start, isn't it? I'll check my stencil box as well. Can you hear me, everybody? I didn't even check that you can hear me. Good evening, everyone. As you can tell, I've been in studio today. I am in all work clothes, jeans and socks on tonight. So I'm definitely in work mode. So it's not the glamorous look tonight. However, you don't care what I look like. You just want to see crafting, don't you? That's all we need. So, no, I haven't got them with me. So, irrelevant of me having the stencils, we do have the dies, which is a good start anyway, isn't it? So, should we say hello to everyone first? Yes. Right. Oh, there's quite a lot of you here. Oh, my goodness. Where do you all come from? Right, let's have a look. So we've got Kathy Grimes here, Sandra Cowie, Karen Keane, Linda Walker, Jason Crafty Guy. Hello, Crafty Guy. Nice to see you, Jason. Hello, Evelyn Hosey, Tracy Costello. Hello, Gaz. Nice to see you as well. And right, now who's this? So we're going to have to do this again, aren't we? So we have Pat P. KT. Who's that then? I know it's Pat, obviously. Anyway, hello, Pat PKT, and hello, Helen Brand and Debbie Blue, Lisa Armitage. Now, Anne Goman Jones, welcome. Lovely to have your company, Katie Fern. Let's see who else is here. Jean Rowland, Jean-Claude McLean, Anne Nash, Joanne Smith and Nancy Johnson from Northeast Ohio, Sue Reed, Roberta S, Susan Roberts, Valerie Cartwright, Susan Robson. Actually, I'm making this up. Mandy Black. Is this now? This is now, Mandy. So you are here now on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. So it looks like you are on Facebook. So I'm live in studio, 6:30 p.m. We say hello to everybody, and then we talk about all things crafty, anything new coming up. I did check with Adam if I could show you something. I'm just teasing you. But I will show you. Loved watching the Lisa and Dean show together. They were hilarious. Oh my goodness. Dean was so funny. I haven't worked with Dean for absolutely ages. Well, certainly not on Hobbycraft. I haven't worked with him at all, so it was really nice to catch up with him. Sorry I'm leaning, everybody, but I'm actually quite comfortable leaning. I've had a bit of a bad back this week, and I'll tell you, I overdid it this week. I overdid it. Lynn Wildspin, hello to Mary Sanders McFadden from Alberta in Canada. Hello, Pam Kennedy from Kansas. Oh, from Kansas City. Is that where Dorothy was, wasn't it? In The Wizard of Oz in Kansas City. I might be wrong. Hello, Dinah Stroker from across the pond as well. Cindy Walcott. There's loads of you on tonight. Nancy Horton. Nancy, we've got to be related, haven't we, somehow? Or are you a UK or are you across the pond as well? Let me know. Hello, Rebecca. Product disaster. Oh, honestly, how can I do that? I think he's actually gone to pick Lily up. Lily today is not with us. She's been in London. She's been to Comic Con. So you all know she's quite arty and quite grungy, and she's got pink and purple hair and geeky glasses, and she loves all like really quirky stuff. So she's gone to see all the anime stuff. She just loves all that kind of stuff. So yes. Oh yeah, corporate colour sweatshirt. Honestly, I was cold today, so we've got. It's too big though. This is a small, and it's too big for me, and I feel like I look a bit like a wrestler in it because it's quite big on me. But anyway. So yeah, hello from one Horton to another. Thanks, Nancy. I do want to know where you're from though. because we've got to be related somewhere along the line. No, we love you and the crafting. Who cares what you wear? Thank you. Hello, Diamond Crystal. Hello, everyone. Could you please tell us what time it is over there? I'm in the US and it's 12:30 in the afternoon on a Friday. Well, it's now 6:35 p.m. in the UK. Now, actually, something for you guys across the world, well, around the world, actually. It's tomorrow night. Our clocks move. So I'm sure it's tomorrow night, everyone. You'll tell me if I'm wrong. Is it tomorrow? Is it next week? I think it's tomorrow. So because we're coming into the autumn or fall season, our clocks go back 1 hour. Great for me because I get an extra hour in bed in the morning. However, it will affect the times of the live. So hopefully it will show up on your Facebook Live, or you'll notify on YouTube. It should let you know. But what I would do is I would change the banner on the thumbnail for the live so you can make sure you get the time right. But at the moment, Diamond Crystal, it is 6:35. So hello, Rose Griffin. Oh, loads of you here tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. Hello. Oh, now you're going to test me now. This is someone from Denmark. Welcome. So it is Vibeke? Vibeke Elja? Oh, I'm terrible at this. I'm terrible. But is it Vibeke? Or is it, I don't know. You might have to kind of sound it out for me just so I get your name right. I'm terrible with names. Everyone will tell you from the UK. Even here, I can't get names right. I'm dreadful. So Mother Goose is here. Mother Goose is that Hannah Gosling Smith? It is, isn't it? I don't want to see what Lorraine Gower looks like. Apparently, she is in her PJs and her dressing gown. Well, I am very, very happy about that. I would love to be there. I've got my partner Aaron watching too. Hello, Aaron. Hello. Have you signed up for the retreat, Aaron? Are you coming along? We did kind of come along, didn't you, last time? Sort of. And then you kind of left him there, didn't you, and disappeared. You should come along. You should. Nancy's in California. Right. I wonder. Well, I'll have to work that out somehow. I do really, really want to go back and see if I can find like my family tree and everything. Who's getting adverts again? Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do with your adverts. I don't know if I can fix it. I do try and fix it for you guys. Let me have a look in studio. I think it's just the way YouTube is now. I think it's wanting us all to pay for everything, isn't it? Let me do this for you quickly. Right, let's turn that off. Let's see if it helps you now. Let's see if it helps. Right. So evening, Danny and fellow crafters. Welcome. Right. Still can't comment on YouTube, so I'll have to watch it. But Margaret Box, I think you need to sign up with an account and log in. And once you sign up with an account and log in, you can then do your commenting for sure. Good evening, Fedegina. Right, who's that? How's that? Liz Platts, Trudy A, loads of you here. Right. Roberta, ours is November the 2nd in the USA. So that's the clock. So hopefully it will only be a couple of weeks where there is a bit of a difference. So yeah, we go back 1 hour. 1 hour, and then yours on the 2nd. Do you go back 1 hour as well? So that will help everybody. We go back if you have one knee. Try cryotherapy chamber. Really, Katie Fern? I would like to try that. Well, let me tell you a little story. So I thought I was really, I was getting a lot better because obviously I've been to my chiropractor. I have to go twice a week. I'm in the wrong job, you know. I really am in the wrong job. I get paid pretty well. Anyway, joking aside, I've been feeling really good over the past week. So Lily said she was doing Just Dance. I was like, okay, put it on the big TV in the lounge because we've got Sky Glass. So she attached her Switch, Nintendo Switch, to the TV. And I was like, yeah, breeze. Come on, what are we going to do, Lily? What we're going to start with? She went, oh, the Macarena. Oh, Lord. did it and I beat her. So I thought, right, I'm on a roll. I said, let's do it again. Let's do it again. So we did the Macarena again. And then she started to go, right, I'm going to pick now. And she was picking things, Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again. We had, they just got faster and faster. And in the end, I had to go to bed because I hurt my back again. So I went to see the chiropractor and he said, we can do a little bit of Just Dance, but we have to keep it, look at the different moods you can choose and pick something mellow and just do kind of a few little things, not the oops, all that kind of stuff. So I've been warned off the Just Dance for a little bit. Anyway, let's get down to the bottom. Loads of you here. Yes, I shouldn't be doing the twisting, should I? But I did have a great time. And he did say to me, it is better than just sitting around because you can do just as much damage to your back just sitting in one position. So, but I had a great time. Anyway, so let me just draw your attention to the QR code here. Now, don't tell anyone because this isn't 21 days, is it? But I've put these and the 2 stencils on the website tonight. Reason is because I'm not going to be live next Friday. I'll tell you about that as well in a minute. So I thought I'm not going to get a chance to demo it next week. And then the week after I need to show you something else very nice. But I'll give you a peek tonight, but we'll be talking about it in a couple of weeks. So I'm not going to get a chance to share that with you. So I've released them, or Adam has said I could release them. And they're all individual. So you can get the die, or you can get the 2 stencils individually if you want, or you can get them all together in the bundle. So Christine Dyer already bought them. I haven't even told you yet. Anyway, hi Jan Riley, and hello the Flinger. Try Tai Chi. It's gentle but uses your whole body. Honestly, oh dear, she got you that, Lily. She absolutely did, Roberta. She absolutely did. And then she proceeded to just carry on and just pick loads more. And I was like, oh no, I had to give up in the end. Anyway, so we're going to do a little demo on this tonight, which I wanted to do on TV, but I never got around to doing it. So we're going to be using these tonight. So I always think it's what we're trying to do, as I've said to you before now, we're trying to, whatever we sell you, I want to make sure you get enough inspiration and enough chance to see us using it before we move on to the next thing. I'm very aware of that nowadays. Money is tighter for people. We're coming up to the Christmas season. I hate saying it, but we are. I mean, it's only 8 weeks to Christmas. Is it? Yeah, about 8 weeks to Christmas. December, I'm pretty much out of action because of my neck thingy I've got to have done. I might still do some content. Probably won't show my face. It depends what happens here. But I will try and do some content. But I do know it's time when you're spending money on family and friends and not on yourselves on crafty goodies. So let's try and use what we've got. I'll continue with all the reels and everything else, so you can still see me doing all of those as well. So what other things do I need to tell you about tonight? Right. I am allowed to do this. I am allowed to do this. Now, some of you who came to the retreat, not for you, because you already know about this. Now. We have, this is Year in Bloom 2026. So you've all seen Year in Bloom 2025, which is, where did I put it? I took it off the counter because I was going to put the new one up. Year in Bloom 2025. You've all seen this. So you all know how wonderful this is, don't you? Absolutely glorious. So 2026, in my opinion, is even better. You never, I know 8 weeks till the C word. I know, it's terrible. Okay, so yeah, 2026 Year in Bloom has landed. We initially had 100 units bought over for the retreat because the retreat guys and gals had early access to it. However, the rest have arrived. So I'm going to take these to TV on the 4th of September. So I'm not back to TV till the 4th of September. Paula is, I think Paula's on Monday with Ink School, but I'm going to be doing this on the 4th of November. The reason I'm doing it is because it's pretty much one of my last shows of the year. It's pretty much going to be the only thing that really has a significant cost to it. But I also wanted you, if you do want it for Christmas, and if you're a Hobbycraft Club member and you can get your points and your discounts and everything else, you can grab it there with your discounts. And also, if it's your first order on Hobbycraft, you'll be able to get your 15% off, which think is still available. So check this out. I'm going to open it and show you December, November. Did I get my months wrong then? Right, so this is called Year in Bloom. I'm going to open it for you. Thank you, Leslie O'Rourke. Thank you. So did she say September? I didn't mean to. I meant November. So we'll have a look at this. So before I get into that, hi, Laurie. Nice to see you here. And everyone, is the new white core cardstock coming to the USA? It should be. It should all be coming out. We have had, I'm going to say it out loud. I shouldn't really say it. 21,000 ink pads have just been shipped to Notions. So I know alongside that, oh my God, I can't believe I really said that out loud. Alongside all of that, there will be all the new product should be on its way. Now, Year in Bloom's on its way. It's been ordered by Notions, significant amount for stores. So if you are an international customer, you can definitely be able to get this. I think it should be with you. I think it's December because it's got to get across the water and it has to come by ocean because of the sheer weight of it. It's also been ordered by scrapbook.com. It hasn't yet been ordered by Simon Says. I'm hoping Simon Says it will pick this up very soon as well. They've got all the inks and everything, but they haven't placed the order for this yet. So currently, scrapbook.com have it on order, and so do Notions for all the rest of the retailers around the world. So we're just waiting for Simon Says to pick this one up. Okay. If something is missing from your Hobbycraft order, do I contact you or Hobbycraft? You contact Hobbycraft because that's who your contract is with. Just in case there's any kind of issue, they need to be the people you contact, and then they will contact Danny, okay, or Adam, okay. Cheryl, it was me at the retreat. You asked about the poinsettia builder. I said to you, remind me, didn't I? It's not in studio tonight, but I'm going to write it down now. So this is another thing. I was saying at the retreat. Now, if there's anything that we have, or you have, that you need to see demoed, that you've forgotten about, you don't know how to use, you have struggled with it, you don't know how to line something up, just ask in the comments and we will make a schedule to either do a reel for you or to get live demonstrations on a Friday night live. So poinsettia builder, do you know what, it is in my lounge actually, and I was planning on cutting it all out this weekend. Let me just write that down. Demo. And I'm going to get it all ready, so I'm going to show you how to piece it all together. There is a way of doing it, and it is quite specific, so I will make sure I do that. I will try and get a reel done for you. If I don't, I will get it done live for you. Right. Will it be on your website as well? Yes. Okay. Now, 4th of November, I will put you to the overhead in a second. 4th of November, it's a global launch. Okay. So it's globally available. So Notions can sell it. Even if they haven't got the stock, they can sell it to their, or so people can pre-order. Scrapbook will be able to sell it. We will be selling it. Hobbycraft will be selling it. So yes, you can be able to get it from anywhere you would normally shop. Across the water, it might take a little longer to reach you, but it is on the way, I promise. Does anybody know why we've got numbers after our names? Yes, I know exactly why you've got numbers after your name. It's a new thing for YouTube. It's the name you signed up with. When you signed up to YouTube, it gives you your name with numbers. I think like I get it on, I think it's TikTok if I don't, or Twitter as well. Oh no, not X, whatever you called it. When I signed up, it had my name and numbers after it. You can go into the settings somewhere, but I don't know where it is, and Lily's obviously out tonight, so somebody will know. Somebody will know. But Cheryl, yes, so everything is coming, Cheryl. I can't send it to you. I'm desperate to send you stuff. I'm so sorry at the moment. I'm desperate to get stuff to you. I can't, but it will be definitely at notionsandscrapbook.com. That's for sure. Okay, so last thing I'll talk about before we get into Year in Bloom and demo. The lovely Dan Bancroft told people somebody said that Dan has said that I'm at the NEC in Birmingham at the next week. Sort of, I am there, but I'm not there demonstrating. I'm not there as Lisa Horton Crafts or anything. I've got my business hat on. I've got some very important business meetings there with some very important people that I have to go to. So the only way we can get together is by meeting in Birmingham. So you might see me around, you might, but I'm not there to do anything. The Stamp Hut normally is there selling Lisa Horton Crafts products. Check out the schedule to find out if they're going to be there. I'm not demoing, but you kind of might see me wandering around in meetings and with different people. So just so you know, right? Okay, right. Let's have a look at this Year in Bloom. So let's turn you over to camera 4. Oh, look at that. It's much, much brighter. Why have I got Cheryl's name down here? Sorry, Cheryl. People thought I was you. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, so when Year in Bloom came out last year, it came out in a box like this. This got different layout on it this time, but it still will come out in this lovely, lovely box. And then, oops, hang on, let me open this. Look what I did. I opened it earlier. Look what I did to my nail. Look how far down I've cut my nail. It's so sore. It's so sore. Sharon, I will be, she'll be next door at the Cake International. Very nice. And then we can take this out. Let's get this out. I'm trying not to damage my nail any further. Let me just give it a shake. There we go. So Year in Bloom 2026. Okay. Super pretty. So let me just bring in Year in Bloom 2025. It is pretty. It is pretty. But now meet 2026. She's beautiful. So as always, you get your 12 embossing folders and they come beautifully boxed. So I'm going to get my scissors and open this. I want to keep this nice and nice and tidy. So let's just open this just with my scissors gently. So you're getting to see this. I was thinking about going to the NEC. Yeah, I know it is a bit ouchy. So I'm just trying to be careful so I don't do any further damage. Okay, so I'm going to give you a good old look at this. It's super pretty. Now I'm going to hold it like that for a minute. And then I'll take them out, right? Oh, I'm so in love with this. The design team was just, Danny's just sent them out to the design team because we had so few here. But now they've all landed, so it's all good. Right, so let's start. Oh, man, look at that. I'm going to get rid of the packaging. So here we go. Here we go. Meet January. Actually, I'm going to put all in there. I'm going to start like this so you don't see everything. Meet January. Oh my holy days, is that gorgeous? So Year in Bloom 2026. And you'll notice the packaging slightly changed. All of our packaging is going to be changing to this kind of look. So you'll start to see more and more coming out like this. So that is January, and that's your carnations. And obviously we have the Year in Bloom. Oh, they're so pretty. The box would be an ornament in my craft room. So you have the day, you have the January carnation, Year in Bloom 2026. So this is like a collector's edition. So every year, oh my goodness, honestly, it's going to be one of those things every year that you can collect them. They'll never be sold individually. Beautiful to watercolor, Tina. Absolutely beautiful. Now you see they kind of all go off the page. They're all very different this year. Very different. Right, so I'll pop January there, but I'll turn it over. Okay. February could be my favorite, all right? And then I go and see something else. The detail on this, I can't begin to tell you. Oh, this is the iris. Oh, so you can see it in those purpley blues and yellows. Oh my, You can't pre-order it, Tracy, but it will be that we have had a lot delivered, so please don't worry. They will be available on the 4th of November everywhere. I'm not allowed to pre-sell them because it is like a global launch. So this is February, and this is your iris. What do you think? If you like Year in Bloom, give me some hearts or something so I know you're liking them. Look at that. I mean, come on. Isn't that incredible? Incredible. So that's February. Okay. March is your spring flowers. Oh my goodness me. It's come straight in. So, well, you've got daffodils already. You've got tulips already. All these things we've done before. So what I thought we would do is do them like as a big frame. And I love the smell of the hyacinth. Isn't that beautiful? That's just lovely. Angela, absolutely, definitely give these a go with those watercolors. And it's got that lovely frame in it. And you've got, I mean, everything is just snowdroppy and tulipy. Just lovely. Okay. Yeah, that is a good idea, Linda. Actually, I might do that when I get in. It's so bad. My nails are so brittle. They're just super sore. April is your daisy. Now, when you look at last year's daisy, it was very different. That daisy. Oh, come on. I mean, just. Watercolouring these is going to be phenomenal, isn't it? March is stunning. How much is it? I don't know. I think they're $99.99. I'm almost certain of it, but don't quote me. But that's for all of them. So that is your April, and that's your daisy, right? So again, we're a little bit off the page. We're kind of facing left rather than facing right. March, yeah, absolutely March. Sentiment in the middle, done. Mother's Day, I'm thinking things like that. Popping it in a frame, beautiful. Black with some gold wax on it, honestly. So that's that one. That's April. May, this is your hawthorn. Look at this. Oh, I just love it. So, right, so we've gone really detailed. We've gone focal points. We're now going to backgrounds. This, I want to say to you, you can cut these out, layer these up, do these on mirror card. This one, I just love it. And I love the fact that it's super simple, but it is really detailed as well. It is stunning, stunning. Bit bigger blooms because we've got some really small ones as well. But can you see that? It's going to be beautiful. Just love that. Possibly, I mean, it's my second fave. Until we come to the petal rose. And then, oh my goodness me. I mean, I'm coming right in on these, aren't I? Just adore, 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 adore. And this is what I mean, like Rose Griffin, I will have to put these Year in Bloom out for Christmas. You want them for Christmas? Yeah, absolutely. And this is why we're doing this in November. Tina and I think I better not drive my car till they're out. Tina, don't do it again. Don't do it again. But again, can you see all the layers on here? Very, very beautiful. Very easy to colour as well. Very pretty. I mean, can you see what I mean? Last year was amazing. This year is off the chart. Right. July sunflower. Now, we've done a sunflower before, so I thought, how can I do a sunflower different? Like this. Look at that. Oh, Am I getting a little bit excited? I think I might be. So we're only at July. We're only at July. Isn't that just cool? And I reckon you could cut that out pretty easy as well. And again, we'll have room for your sentiment. And also, this I think will be great in a frame. Oh. I mean, and again, this is going to be great because they're going to last the entire year. And this is why I'm doing it now, to show you what is coming. Now, August is the hydrangea. I feel like I'm making like some really strange noises. But I've been so excited to show you these, and I've not been allowed to. And so this is your hydrangea. Very different to the hydrangea we've done in the past. Even the leaves, just beyond ridiculously beautiful. You've got every right to be excited. We're excited. Thank you. Cheryl, happy birthday to me. When's your birthday, Cheryl? You're a Scorpio like me. What size are these, Roberta? They are 5 by 7. Okay, right. Okay, so obviously we have to do everything differently, don't we? So this is the zinnia for October. So the zinnia. Oh, It's hard, isn't it? I mean, Rose, honestly, it's hard. It's so hard. I want you to... Favourite choice is getting harder now. I've seen all of them on Craft and Swipe of White card. Absolutely. November the 11th. Oh, you're only 10 days after me. We're best, aren't we, Scorpios? There we go. So that is your zinnia. So that's going to be your landscape one. We always put a landscape in there, always. And again, this is going to be great because when you turn this over, you can use portions of this one as well. So if you do your... we've got some A2 card coming out as well in the Ish card. So if you just want to do your smaller card, you can do that as well. You haven't got to worry about using the big card all the time. And that actually stands for a lot of these. Oh my word, the zinnia, I know. Well, I say that. How about the aster for October? I know, you know, right, I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back again. I know I'm biased and I'm always going to be biased. I don't think, bold statement, anybody does folders like we do. I just don't. We push the boundaries so much. People say, oh, you've got so much emboss and all this deboss. You've got this, you've got that. Just look at that. Holy moly. How do you even, like, it looks like you're walking into that, doesn't it? I keep saying to hubby, oh, David, and he's like, oh, dear. So what do you think to that one? I think stunning background. I think with wax. Janet Fellows, amazing collection of photos. Hard to pick a favourite, but I really like March and July. Well, we've got November as well, which is the peony cluster. You loved last year's peony, so we've done a even bigger one. So your peony this year has now got your little foliage and your little flowers, your little buds, your bigger blooms down here, and it fills the page more. So this, I mean, this is possibly my favourite. Don't know. Yours are the best. Detail, the depth, everything. Yes, we design them all ourselves. They are just honestly, aren't they just lovely? They're all ours, if you know what I mean. And then Christmas, we need a poinsettia. We didn't do poinsettia last year, but how amazing is that going to be? Just how amazing. Just love it. I just love it. So I've just booked November the 4th off work. So excited. Oh, bless your heart. So this is why I had to show you these. I just feel like it's one of those things, isn't it? it's easy for me to say, well, you know, they're coming out, don't worry about it. But I don't get to show you like this on TV. Oh, thank you for sharing, Crafting Diva. Stunning collection, said Karen Harper. So let's have a very quick recap. I might even bring you in closer so you've got a right close up of these. There we go. Let's get in close. Loving what I've seen so far. Okay. Right. So go on then. What's your favourites, guys? What's your favourites? So we've got the carnations. We got the iris. Wow. We've got the beautiful, beautiful spring flowers. It's just ridiculously good, isn't it? We've got April for the daisy. Look at that. How gorgeous are all of these? Peonies, poinsettia, iris. I want them now. This isn't fair. Gaz, did you not get these? The hawthorn, can't pick. Depth of the embossing from your folders is phenomenal. Thank you very much. Oh, there's no way to choose. Can't choose. Spring flowers. Look at that. Sunflower is my favourite. Daisy close second. Petal rose, another one of my favourite. All 12 of them. All of them. Hi, Dawn Thomas. Nice to have you. Frederick is looking for a billionaire. That made me laugh. Your sunflower. The spring flowers. Something glimmered in the middle would, yes, it would be fantastic. The hydrangea. They were probably the one thing I didn't buy. I did wonder. I mean, you had like the rest of the shop. And then we've got the beautiful zinnia. Look at that. Right up close. Look at that. Sorry about my nails. Sorry. The aster. Oh, wow. The zinnia, the hydrangea. Can't choose. Love them all. And then we have the gorgeous peony cluster, possibly my fave. And then obviously we have to have a Christmas in there, don't we? So there is our Christmas poinsettia. Just ordered more beans on my shopping. So I hope you didn't mind me showing you those. And I know that sounds a bizarre thing to say, but I think it's really important that you know what's coming. I've always been honest with you. I've always said to you, and I did say to you it was going to be, it was quiet all through the summer. We had lots of delivery issues. And, you know, I just want to get to you what I can and then wind you down. So when you've got these, you can start, you've got something to last you for the rest of the year, haven't you? And into next very, very easily. Spring flowers, hydrangea, sunflower. I mean, everyone's loving them all. Peony, hydrangea. They're all beautiful. The cost, the cost is when you divide them all, they're same as a regular embossing folder, but they're a limited edition. They're boxed. They've got the writing on them. So actually, they're really, really, really good value. Okay. So I know it's an advanced thing I'm showing you. I do appreciate that. And I know it's frustrating when you can't get your hands on it, but it won't be long. It will be the 4th of November on TV. I'm almost certain. I've got so many comments. Bear with me. I'm almost certain there's enough for you, and I'm almost certain that they're going to be everywhere, but I do think they will sell out eventually. Love. Please, can you give ideas on how to use the embossing folder? Yes, the design team literally got them arriving today, literally. So there will be samples, there'll be demonstrations. We'll be doing some techniques on them. Will I be having stencils to match? We have, right. We've done stencils for them, okay? Bear with me on this. The ones last year, so basically the ones last year at the moment don't have stencils. The reason they don't have stencils is we cannot make them cost effective enough. This year, we got got the artwork for the embossing folders, and then we worked back with the stencils to see if we could get them on 4 layers for each one, just so. Oh, there's noise outside. Oh, 1 second. Sounded like someone was hurt outside, but I think someone's child is getting told off. Sorry about that. But this year we have managed to get them on 4 stencils each. The issue we have is they're going to cost more than the Year in Bloom. The question is, are you prepared to pay more? Because they've got 4 stencils in each one, 12 of them, so they're going to be expensive. I can't sell them individually because I don't sell the Year in Bloom individually as a box. So you need to really think, do you really, really want the stencils? It's very hard. It's very, very hard. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Because I've got to pay for them, but I need to know that you want them, or you want them enough. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. You could watercolor these and put them in frames. I'm totally sold on them. Everyone's saying what they like. Stencils. Yeah. So, I mean, I haven't ordered them. I've got the artwork. The artwork has all been approved. I haven't put them into production yet. I need to see how many people want them because it's a big outlay. Okay. I don't know yet. I don't know. I mean, we know $17.99 is the normal price for stencils, each one. So it's not going to be, they're still got to be made the same. It's still the same Mylar. It's still the same peg system. It's still the same in a box. It's not less material, so to speak. So don't know. Maybe one a month, maybe. But then how do we do that? How do I gauge which ones you want stencils for? And then I'll end up left with the odd stencils that people can't buy an embossing folder for, which is why we'd have to do it as a bundle. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a hard decision, isn't it? Can you see from a business perspective how tricky it is? Not sure. I definitely can't do one a month. That's the problem. Lisa, we're back on Hobbycraft again. Dawn said she doesn't think she will be, as orders were so low. Yeah, no, the channel's fine. Will you be back at Hobbycraft? Yes, I'm back on the 4th of November with the Year in Bloom. How can we support the new channel before it's too late? You can support the channel by shopping on the channel. You can support the channel by sharing the shows out. You can support the channel by watching the channel, signing up for the newsletter, just being involved. And when you're telling people about the channel, there's lots to come. I'm not. Oh, it's very difficult. I'm in a very tricky situation in that I know what's happening and I know what's going on behind the scenes. I mean, we've all talked about Sky TV, haven't we? I'm not allowed to say things, but there's good things happening. The channel is, what people seem to forget is, right, I'm talking to you like my friends now. I was saying this to Danny in the car today. It's very easy for people to go, oh, you know, I'm not doing a ton of money here, or I'm not doing that, or the sales aren't good here, the sales aren't good there. It all depends on what you bring to the channel. So if I'm going to bring, say I bring, I don't know, like this. Many of you bought this on the channel, right? Because that's where it was available to buy. It's very easy for me to go and put it on my website at the same time, and then you all go to my website. So what is the benefit of having the channel? Because you're going to buy it from me. For everybody to have the education, for everybody to have the TV channel, we have to shop with the channel. Yes, they take a lot of my money for me selling it to them on the channel, but the long game is to have TV with education, with good demonstrators, good demonstrations, and to keep craft alive. And that is the only way we're going to do that, is by supporting it. And I hope I hope you don't feel like I'm not standing on a soapbox at all. I'm just trying to, sorry, we totally understand these. I'm saying doing my magazine can be so hard to tell. Yeah. So I'm trying to read all the comments. I've got Sky Lisa Hobbycraft launch this side of Christmas. I'm not allowed to say anything. Just be a little bit patient. Just not too long at all. Just a little bit patient. That's all I'm allowed to say. A little bit patient. Not long at all. Just let's leave that there. All right. So please support the channel. I am having a fantastic time on the channel. I wouldn't keep going back if I wasn't, but I will be going back. Many others will be going back. There's new people arriving all the time. Yeah, just have to support it, really. That's as simple as it gets. And you do have to remember it's 8 weeks old. 8 weeks, right? 8 weeks. You may see, I think lots of people get like confused or kind of clouded by it. Well, I've seen that presented before, and I've seen this craft company before and that company before, but that took years to build, right? Just because we are in a different place, it doesn't mean that everybody's just followed. What it means is we now have to build that audience, and this is why we need you guys to watch, support, sign up, join the club, shop. All these things is the only way you're going to keep TV shopping channels alive. Simple. It was a year today when we found out that Create and Craft was no more. A year today, all right? We don't want to get back into that position where everything's done too quickly or everything was done but nothing was done well. Let's stepping stones and patience, I think, is the key. And for suppliers as well, I think. Europe is a no at the moment. This 8 weeks old, you know, it's 8 weeks old. I think you have to give these things a chance. You're so gracious, Lisa Horton Crafts. We've had 3 craft crafts for the past 3 weeks. Roberta, I saw Avriel. I saw that, and I saw there was another one as well that I saw as well, and there's one here in the UK that's closed as well. And I think we just have to remember that it isn't like it used to be, where it was this massive industry and all these companies were making millions of pounds. This industry is not like that anymore. This industry is you can make a living from it, but you're never going to be rich from doing it. So it is a job, and it's a job I absolutely love. And TV is not going anywhere. I can tell you that here and now. Trust me. I do know, and I do know. There's reasons I know, but you know, it's all good things. It's all good things. From never say never. I don't know what's going to happen in a year's time, do I? I don't know. I can't predict the future. I never thought I'd see the end of Create and Craft, but at the moment, everything is really, really good. Just support it. Okay. I switched from Hobbymaker to watch Hobbycraft TV. It makes total sense. Okay. Europe is doing good. Could you ask the people at Hobbycraft to put a repeat on the screen when repeats are on? Yes, we can do that. I'm almost certain. Where's my pen gone again? Okay, repeats. They're definitely working on streaming so you can watch back as well. It's all happening. It's all happening. Repeat title on screen. It's something I can talk about on Friday when I'm at the NEC as well. Preach, Miss Lisa, preach. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's very difficult at the moment. It is all very new. Photoplay, yes, Roberta. Yes, I saw that. But didn't I see? Didn't I see that? Is that the one that's with scrapbook? Is it? Is it? Your new butterfly diamond stamp would look fabulous on the Eurobloom card. Love your honesty. Yeah, I'm honestly, any news about having an 8x8 embossing folder? I've got it here. It's not gone into production yet, but I got it here. Where did I put it? It's here under my desk somewhere. I was looking at it this afternoon. Anyway, that would be 2026. That would be 2026. Right. Does anyone want to play with this? If you've got it, does anyone want to play with this? Will the hours on Hobbycraft be extending? Yeah. It's not my story to tell, so I just have to be careful what I say. Being transparent is the key to success. Absolutely it is. I would never sit here and lie to you. Why are the show times different? Not on the hour and not on the half an hour. The other thing you've got to remember is when you buy a platform like Freeview, Sky, whatever it is seriously expensive. So you pay for the live, you pay for the output, you pay for those hours. Okay, you pay for them. We could go in and put in 24 hours of live crafting. It's got to be paid for. You've got to fill the hours. So you have to do things slowly. 42-minute shows are great. I'll be honest, I complained initially. I went, I prefer the hour shows. I can get a lot more done in an hour. What the 42 minutes does, it gives you an extra couple of shows in the day. So if you get the 42 minutes, you can then add in you're going to get an extra hour and a half or whatever it is by just that extra 15 minutes. But also it can stop the chitter chatter, because we all have a little chat and we all have a little laugh and a joke. But also, if we don't have the time to do that, we crack on with demos. And you've probably seen that as well. So we do get quite a lot done. There are repeats at the moment. There are repeats, and I get repeated a lot on there. But that is because at the moment you have one presenter a day. Now that presenter has to have a break. That presenter has to have lunch. That presenter's been there since 6 o'clock in the morning. So there has to be a point where they have to take a break, or they've got to bring someone else in and pay someone else. So it's 8 weeks old, and all of these things will change. It will grow. But again, as I say, patience, patience. Nothing stops Dean's chitter chatter. Bless his heart. Hope you guys need 1 hour shows. Please keep doubling. They keep doubling shows, so cancels out the idea to do extra shows. Why complain? You get more of Lisa. I don't think Dean got the memo about the chitter chat. Dean's Dean, right? Okay. So there's 4 presenters there, isn't there? So there's something for everybody. You've got the lovely Dan Bancroft, who I adore, who is a good friend and a great advocate for the brand, who's lovely. He's got a style that's very different to Dean's, and Denise has got a very different style to Dan. And so they've all got something very different to offer. And then you've got Bex as well. So all of them are very different. And hopefully they appeal to different customers. So there's always something different. And Charlie was on today. And also the other reason there are repeats is because, like, I hate doing 7:30 in the morning, because I always feel that everybody's getting up, getting the kids ready for school, not even up out of bed yet. But I know I'll get repeated later in the day. So if you missed me earlier, you'll catch me later. So there's all that kind of thing as well. Okay. 4th time of November comes. So it's horses for courses. What is that? Andy Bell, I'd like to see more than one presenter each day. It gets a little teeth. No, I get you. I totally get you. But I think at the moment, financially, it's got to be baby steps. It will all happen. It will all happen. But it's baby steps. Let's grow slowly, and let's grow right. So it stays. What we don't want to do is everybody, all this money is piled in, and then it all kind of goes from. We don't want that. But if we can learn from previous mistakes or things that could have been done differently, hopefully we'll get there. And I think we will. Okay. I wondered if Charlie would show up again. Rome wasn't built in a day. Exactly. Lisa could help with your style. That's as you go to the Hobbycraft studio. It's very busy and garish at the moment. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, people would say mine's quite garish as well because it's bright, isn't it? But it needs to be bright. It needs to be crisp. It needs to be clear, especially when you're broadcasting to places like YouTube as well. Lovely greenhouse, Lisa. I managed to finish it. Yeah, it only took me a year. Only a year. So does anybody want to see? Should we do some crafting now? I think we've put the world to rights, haven't we? And it is still new. And there will always be teething problems. It's always going to be. Always going to be. Right. So should we do a little bit of crafting? I think we should, if you want. There was, I mean, I love all the presenters agree with what all you said. Let me just have a little drink while I'm just waiting for more comments. There's lots of comments. I'm a little bit behind on the comments. Let's see some demos. Let's get on with a bit of craft, shall we? I'll always be honest with you guys. It might work for some, it might not work for some. Some people might say it's not for them. That's fine. You know, I loved Hobby Maker. I loved it. It was a long way for me to go. It was just a long way. And yeah, you know, hopefully we're looking at stores as well. So that's something else in the pipeline. It's a bigger picture. It's a bigger picture. And hopefully people will start to see that. But I will keep you posted on the store situation as well soon, which is great news. Okay, I'm just pleased that there's a crafting channel. There we go. There we go. So it is what you like. We all like different things. I like a bit of BBC One, I have to say. But I still watch a bit of ITV. You know what I mean? So there's so many things. At least we've got choice, haven't we? That's the main thing. Let's flick you to camera 4 now. Right. Okay. Do you know when Sky will start with Hobbycraft? I don't think it's very long, but it's not my story to tell, but all I can say is I don't think it's very long. There we go. Move that off as well. Okay. So we've got all these bits as well. We'll cut some of those in a minute, but let's run some of these pieces through. What I've got here, can I email you the folder stencils? I need help. Could you do me a favour, Tracy Costello? Could you put it in the group, or put a file in the group? Make a file, a document, put it in the group, and then I will be able to get to it at any time, and I can then quite easily do it when I can kind of squeeze it in. It's easier for Lily to pick up as well and say, Mum, can you do a video on that? Okay, and the orders do. Your daughter is home now, bless her heart. Is she exhausted, Danny? I bet she is. Bet she had a wonderful day, though. So I've got a piece of watercolour card here. I'm going to just zoom that out a little bit now. Let's zoom that out just a touch. Okay. So what I think we'll do is we will grab some inks. Now, I had released 2 blending on the show. So I'm going to pick up some other colours. I'm going to pick up a bit of release 1. So we're going to have a woodland moss, some early sunrise. Let me bring in, oh, I'm going to be a devil. Let me find it. Have I got my grey? Where's my grey? Apologies, right? So you can see what I'm doing, all right? Just so you can see. I'm just going to go, I've got 20 million inks here. We'll have cobblestones as the grey. And then we need a red. I think I would like Loganberry. When I say red, I mean like a reddish tone. Hi, Suzette. Yeah, that'd be great if you don't mind doing that, Tracy. That makes my life a little bit easier as well. So we're going to do a couple of different things. Let's move these like so. So let's do a little background first of all. So I'm going to pop some of this down here. We've got our early sunrise. Love this colour. And what I think I might do is I'm going to get my heat tool. If I go fuzzy, apologies. I'm going to just grab my heat tool so I can plug this in, because we can do some nice little backgrounds. Did you just use the stencil die on the watercolour card? No, not yet. I've got the watercolour card and I've not done anything with it yet. Okay, don't worry about that. I've just got 4 inks out. And I've just put early sunrise on the mat. Could you show 3 Christmas cards on your top shelf hidden by the QR code? Hang on, let me do number 1 again so I can see which ones you mean. Yes. Yes. So it's those 3. Oh, let me bring them down. These ones. These ones, I've done a reel on every single one of these. I've had some really funny comments on these. Well, it's not very Christmassy, is it? I'm like, okay. Thanks for your feedback. That's the first one. That's got the tiles stencil in the background. First one. Second one is using the Spellbinders oval. That's got colour shift on it. And third one is doing a technique with the inks with some faux bleaching and Spellbinders here and the wildflower there. Hope that's okay. What's the die called with the leaves? It's called Fall Foliage. Okay. Hopefully that was just. So I'm just putting the dies, the cards back up. Okay. It's called Fall Foliage. Let me just bring that in for you. How can we pick a favourite from all these beauties? I know, there's so much, isn't there? So much goodness going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Mr. Bottle, as always. I know they're beautiful, aren't they, those cards? I love doing cards like that, and they're so easy to do. So look what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that, that, and that. Orange all over. So these are like autumn colours. And as I said on air, when I was on TV, they don't have to be, do they? You don't have to have them in those colours. You can change them. Okay, sorry, I've got my little bit of kitchen roll there. And then I lift off. And normally I would get another piece of card. But as we're shorter on time tonight, I'm just going to wipe it off. So let's bring in my heat tool. Just give that a little dry. Just so we can add some more colour and let this dry a little bit. Not too much, you don't have to worry too much. But I want the colour to sit on top of each other, okay? So like if I've got like too much water here or there, I can just give it a little dab. That's great. It doesn't even have to be perfectly dry, just a little bit dry, okay? What alphabet is that, Lisa? That was the festive bold words, I think it was. And then we've got the woodland moss. Yeah, definitely festive bold words. You're welcome. There's a little bit more water on that one. So we've got that orange. And then now you're going to be like, oh, what has she done? But this is what we want. So we've got this gorgeous, look at that. So straight away, hopefully you can see the autumny tones in that already, okay? And again, we could do some mopping up, but let's get a piece of kitchen towel and get rid of that. And then we'll give that a little dry. And this is important that you dry between layers, otherwise it turns into a smooshy, dirty mess. Like that. It's going to be gorgeous. And you get all that kind of different textures coming through as well. It's very lovely. And it also means we can go back with colour as well. That orange looked like a pumpkin puree. It did a bit, didn't it? Right, let's keep some more tissue out to give that a little wipe. Okay, so you can still see you've got the oranges and that coming through. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a little bit more orange down and a little bit of the loganberry. Okay, so do a little bit more orange and we'll pop a little bit of the loganberry down here. We're not going to do too much loganberry because that's going to might muddy. Love how vibrant they are. They really are vibrant, aren't they? They're very beautiful. Now, what you can do, if you don't want to get too much muddiness, right? I'm going to bring in, see this, it's a bag, a bit of a bag. I'm going to cut it up. This is what the Year in Bloom was in, right? So take that piece and I'm going to cut that. Let me grab my scissors. Cut this, right? It will make sense in a minute, all right? And we've got this piece about this size, yeah? And what I'll do, just to make it a little bit easier, I will, let me move that just there, all right, so you can see both. And I'm going to pop that here so you can see both bits. And you can take your colour like that, and then you can pop it down like so. So this is when you don't have to put kind of too much on, if you want it a little bit less colour. You see what I mean? And then we'll go to the darker colour, which is that rhubarb, the loganberry. Let's move that out of the way now. Now you can see. You can see if I get that, and I just take a little bit, then it doesn't make a big muddy mess. All right, so I'm just going to come down a little bit. No worries, Linda. Thank you for joining. And then here, see that? How cool is that already? Hopefully you can see that. The orange, you love that. That is early sunrise, which is one of the earliest colours that we did. So you got all of that. And then I might come back with a little bit more of that orange. Let me bring this mat back in and grab a little bit more of that orange. Finally, just pop a little bit over here to fill some of those gaps. And then you've not been very messy. Hey, Carol, exactly that. It stops you getting messy at all. It really, really does. What I will do is I will lift this off. I will just give this a wipe. And then I'll pop that back in. And actually, if I got another piece of card here, let me just wipe some of this off. Get rid of some of it. I just feel it's such a waste. Look at that already. So easy to do, honestly. Just, if you don't want to get messy, just take yourself a piece of plastic. It can be anything really. And then use that. And that makes it very, very easy to do. And it gives you a little bit more control as well. So now I look at that and it looks quite a mess. And you're like, well, what's she doing now? So give that a little dry. Because we want to die cut this in a minute. Very lovely. So you can see lots of colours coming through. And the final colour we're going to put on is an interference colour. Because what would be really nice is just have a little bit of shimmer coming through, wouldn't it? So I want you to play with your leaves like this and make yourself a real lovely autumn background. So let me, I'll talk to you while I'm looking, but I'm just looking what interference I quite fancy. I think if this is what I think it is, yeah. So I'm going to bring in the Golden Sun Shimmer, all right? So white card, this black card, it's gold, right? So just a little bit. Now what we could even do, if you really want to be tidy, you can take your plastic. Now obviously this plastic is like that in my hand, and I can pop the ink on there, yeah, and then I can mist that if I want to, and then you can place it down, okay? And you can be random all over, and this now will start to get a shimmer to it. So we want these beautiful autumn colours, but we want a nice little shimmer to it. Now I'm going to bin that piece, but can you see how that looks like it's on fire now? It looks like an autumn background, doesn't it? Yeah, and bubble wrap is another good one. It does work as well, absolutely. So final time, and then I'll hold it up and show you. I can see the shimmer already from here. But it's really nice to have a little bit of a shiny background, especially in autumn. Exactly, I made you all laugh at these treatments. Catherine told us to use our fingers. Oh my goodness, no. You make me nervous using that gun over your ultimate. No, don't worry, because you've got your silica mat here. Absolutely fine. There we are. Right, wait till I show you that. Hopefully the camera's going to pick this up, okay? Can you see? I'm hoping it's picking it up. Can you see the shimmer? Let me see if camera 2 will do it. Let me just try something. There you go. So there's your Your shimmer coming through there. It's very, very beautiful. Isn't that lovely? Very lovely. And then all we do now is we can die cut them, and you can then you've got your little elements to make a beautiful background, haven't you? So we'll keep the cobblestones out. We don't need the others. Let me put the early sunrise, the loganberry and the woodland moss back. Okay. Loving the colours you've used. Thank you very much. Let's get all the rubbish put away, because otherwise I'm going to make a big hot mess, aren't I? So now we've got our platinum zix here. I love autumn colours. What I'd say to you is once you've done this, I would definitely give your plates a little white, because obviously you're going to have the shimmer coming through. So now we can pop this in. I can't work out who that is. Estan L. I can't work. Just clocked in, liked and shared. Oh, I can't see your name properly. That's a brilliant technique. It's so easy as well. So literally take your dies now. And this is what I didn't get a chance to show you on TV as well. You can do so many things with these. And this is just, and I've done it on watercolor card, obviously, because I wanted to do a lot of inking and lots of water. But obviously, if you don't have watercolor card, just don't spritz as much water on it. I'll just be a bit more careful with the water. So you can fit all of those on. Great tip to die cut inky backgrounds. Very easy to do as well. Very easy to do. And we'll run that through. Can you add water to your interference inks, please? Yes, you can, Maddie. Absolutely, yes, you can. I did say that the watercolor card is cold press. Yes, the 6x6, you know, the ish card, that's hot. That's not cold press. The one that is in these books is cold press, because it has got less texture to it. So let's just pop these out. I might have to get my little pokey tool, only because obviously it's still a bit damp. Let me just see which one I've got on there. Hang on. No, it's the wrong one. Let me just grab my, bear with. Here we go. Just pop that out. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That looks like you've picked that up off the grass, doesn't it? Isn't that beautiful? So we've got all of these. Just so lovely. So lovely. Again, can you see the shimmer coming through as well? And then over here, on regular cards, they tend to fall out, but on watercolor card, they kind of stay in because it's thicker. So that's that. And then there's a couple more. There's one here, that one like so. Aren't they lovely? Hello, Kathy Gleesdale. How are you? And then that one, let's get rid of all that. And then we'll pop this one out. And then you've got the little elements for the middles. I'll show you those as well. Very, very nice. Every one of them is completely different. Let's move those. And finally that one. So this is the fall foliage. Okay, so there's your pieces. Now you might say, oh, they've got some white bits on them. Those white bits will go in a second. I will just take these plates out of the way. Let me get those under here. And then we will put the die cutting machine away for now. I am not going to cut the centers out for now, but I'm just going to show you how I get rid of the white and do the bits around the edges. So now let me move that in. Zoom that in a little bit. There we go. And then all you do is take your pieces and you grab that grey ink and a little brush, grey ink, and you pop it here. They look just like you picked them out of the ground. They do, don't they? Honestly, they're beautiful. So take your cobblestones, then we come around the edge, just a little bit. And this will give you kind of a real nice shaded effect. And I'll pop it on some white card in a second for you to see. And then just around the edges, just gives just a tiny bit of hint of shade. And I'll show you one with and one without so you can see what you prefer. And then around that side, okay. And then let me just take a piece of white card to show you. I had to pop away from TV and I came back to see these beautiful leaves. Okay, so without, yeah, with. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Another one with. So it kind of softens around the edges and they would look lovely in craft card. And like here, if you want to get a nice shade on it, just bring that ink just around the edges and make sure you cover any white areas you don't want showing. And also it getting rid of those white sides as well gives you such a nice finish to them. Look at that with the light shining. I definitely think with the grey. So here we go. There's one without and one with. I think definitely with. They look more natural with the grey. They absolutely do. That's my thing. Again, it's that thing, isn't it? People just don't always think about adding that like shading touch, you know, like what I do with the black or when I do my colouring or my watercolouring. So now you've got, I mean, these are stunning. Actually, they look like the frost has been on them, you know, that icy, that little icy look. So there we go. One more to do. Really quick, really easy. And then that one's got a bit of white on the bottom, so we can like kind of remove that white and then add the grey all the way around the edge, all the way around the edge. Let's put the lid on that one, give this a little mist and clear that up. And then we can, let me just wipe this off. And you'll see now how super cool they look. So here is your beautiful handmade leaves. Look at these, look at these. Could you imagine now if you made a background? So if you had a smaller piece of card like this, so what you could do, I won't do it because time's running out. So you could pop these, make quite a few, and then you pop them all kind of like so, down in there, and maybe one over here. See this? And then one down there. I haven't quite got enough, but when I cut them, you would have. And then what you do is you glue those down, okay? And then you cut these pieces off. So you cut these little edges off, all right? And then that one, the rest, what you've got left, oh, let's do it. Have you got 5 minutes, guys? Let's just do it, shall we? They do look real, don't they? You've got a minute while I do this? Let's just pop this on here. I'll just glue them. Okay. Sometimes it's nice to see it, isn't it? Okay, and then we'll pop that. So we'll pop that there. All right. Pop that down. And then I'm going to go with this one because I know I like that one there. Let me just pop it there so I know. That's going to go there. Yeah. That one, I haven't got, I need to put a little bit of glue underneath there. Sorry, I'm rushing a little bit, but hold that down a sec. There you go. And then glue on the back of this one. Just a little towel as well. And then we'll go like so. Karen Keen's got all evening. Thinking what I'm going to... Danny and I went out for lunch today. We went to Bill's in Brighton. And we had a really nice lunch. But it was so big. I had what's called the garden plate. And it's kind of like an all-day breakfast. So I had... it had smashed avocado, poached egg on toast, with tomatoes, hash browns and halloumi. It was huge. It was absolutely huge. I'm like, I was thinking, what do I want for my tea tonight? And I'm thinking, I don't actually want anything. I really don't. And so, Jill, have you been watching Traitors as well? I won't spoil it for anyone, but I caught up with Traitors this afternoon as well. Who's watching that? Celebrity one. So good. So good. Pop that like that. Here we go. Right. So you're probably thinking, what is she doing? What is she doing? They look real. My daughter, who still hasn't had a date in September for her wedding. Oh, honestly, that you could do this for her wedding theme, honestly. And it's so easy to do. I'll tell you the colours again I used. I used Cobblestones, which is the grey. I used Early Sunrise, which is the orange. And then I used Loganberry, which is the red. And the green was Woodland Moss. And then I added a little bit of Fruit Salad Shimmer to give you that that little sparkle and shine. So that's going to sit just up there. Right. So that sits like that, okay? Don't worry about how it's hanging off the edge. But grab your scissors and then we'll turn this over. Leave that one till last. And we take off all the excess. So we can trim that down there. Straight down here. Take all those pieces off. We'll take that piece off there. Okay. Now we'll turn that over and we'll take these pieces off. Just careful, my glue is still a little bit wet. Normally I would leave this to dry. And we'll take that off there. Keep all these pieces, don't throw these away. And then there we are. Turn that over. Got that in my hand still. Move that up. So hopefully now you can start to see all these little bits. We can now, oops, take our glue. If you haven't got enough, just, you know, make sure you do a background of the colour. I only did that certain area, but you could have done a whole background. And then take that one. And then I will pop that around. Where do I want to go? I might go that way. Right, so we go like that. Again, don't worry about the rest of it. And then this piece, again, we'll take that, right, and we'll pop that over here. I don't know if you can hear that. That's the ambulances. Pop that down there. Oops. A little bit of glue there. Apologies. And then all of these pieces, okay, don't waste any of them. Pop that down here. So it looks like you've trimmed them off. See? It's starting to come together, isn't it now? And then I wasn't going to do it, but I've done it. These leaves are beautiful. For the aforementioned wedding, I would have booked theme to magically appear on your web. A book theme to magically appear on your website. Not this year. Oh dear. And I'll just hold that down a bit more. And then over here, just like so. Leave that like that. Just keep that bit just as it is. Don't worry about that. Get all these pieces on. And then we can turn that one over. And of course, I've glued it all, which I shouldn't really have done, but I did. And then we'll chop that piece off like so. I'm going to hold underneath to make sure that's grabbed. It should do because it's my glue. We turn that over and then we can see where we want to put that. So that's quite good there. And actually, which way should we go? Well, I think we might go there. I think that's already got some glue on the back. Let's trim that little bit off. Oh, it's just take that off. It's stuck to my finger. Pop that back there. It's only because I'm rushing, but you can like take a lot more time and leave these pieces to dry. So that will sit there. And then we can pop a little piece down here. Should hold that on with my fingers. Let me see if I can do that. And then one more piece. And I will pop that in here. So nobody knows what part of the leaf it is, do they? They've got no idea. So we'll pop that just like so. Come on, trim you off nicely. I'm loving these even more. Can't wait to get them. Honestly, they're so lovely. And this is the thing, you see. So TV's great. We need TV for the exposure. But then I can come back in and I can do this kind of stuff, which I absolutely love doing. So it's kind of the best of both worlds, isn't it? And then all you would do to finish a card, right? Look at that. That looks like a paper, doesn't it? If I did it again, I might have brought that one in a little bit, but then I might put my sentiment up there. I mean, I haven't got one now. However, what I would do now is bring in some black card very quickly. Let's move that out of the way. Let's bring in our trimmer and I'll pop that underneath and we'll see how big we need that to be. And then we'll go, so I'll just hold that around. Just bear with me. I'm just going to do by eye. Let's by eye that. Let's go there. Might be too wide, but it's okay. There we are. Not too wide at all. See that now? This is where it looks like a real autumn card. I'll move that in a bit. So now I know I need just to trim a little bit off the side there. Obviously, you can take a way more time than me. And let's move that out of the way. Pop that underneath for a minute. Isn't that cool? Look. So now, let's move that down just a touch. Look at that. Look at that. And that literally was anything random that I created with the leaves. So let's again zoom you in a bit. Get you right in close. You'll see those beautiful leaves. So you can see all the texture on those. Let's get the glue on the back of that. Actually, let's just do a tape runner because it'll be faster. Let's turn that over for a minute because it's going to annoy me otherwise. Do that one. Then we'll pop that. And it won't wiggle around too much. There you go. And then obviously you pop that on a card base. But hopefully, look at that. Can you see the shine? Look, and that is just from that tiny bit of Golden Sun shimmer. I thought it was fruit salad, but it's Golden Sun. So honestly, please think outside the box. Remember, you can mix your inks. Look at that. Very pretty. Just a sentiment on there and we'll be done. And then you've still got like all these little bits here. And then what you could do with what you got left, all right, trim that out. I've got a couple of minutes. Right? So what you could do with this, see, this is where you can get creative. Now I'm going to go really off the page here. Look at this. Look at that. And then I'm going to come down here. Let's see. And then let's have a look. Let's have a look first, see where we could go with that. So then, right, can you see now, if you take that right to that corner and you trim down the side as well, well, it's all going to stay in one, isn't it? So let's turn it that way because I can Just grab that. Just honestly, when you get spare pieces of card, just do this kind of stuff on really. And then we don't want too much there. So let's cut. So it cuts a little bit off. Right. Look at that. Are we aware the QR code isn't working? Is it not working? No. It worked earlier. Anyway, it's Friday, the Friday Night Live category, Mother Goose. Hannah, Mother Goose. So now look at that. So you pop that in that corner, just trim that off, and then you could make that, like you say, a shaker card. So easy to do. So don't waste that piece either. So you've got that, and then you've got the, look at that. I mean, come on, aren't they beautiful? Just so easy. And it really didn't take long to do, did it? It really didn't take long. I'm just going to clean my desk just a little bit because you're right. I've got loads of things in your eye line. Let me move that out of the way. Pop that out here. So what do you think? It took me to 404 chaos. Oh, that's interesting. Don't know what that's happening there. So yeah, so that is the fall foliage. You've also got the stencils available, but obviously I didn't have them with me, and Danny was out getting Lily, who's home now, so I'm going to go and see her now. See, she had a great time. And then the Year in Bloom we had a look at as well, didn't we? So, you know, bear in mind that's coming 4th of November, but these honestly are absolutely glorious, aren't they? I really need to use my stash. Always buying. It's such, oh, Tracy, you should use it. You should use it. Honestly, use your stash. And you might find you've got something in your stash that you can use that's like this, maybe. Who knows? But honestly, I think, let me just put this away so I can see you all properly. I think it's a really good idea. Use your inks. Just make some backgrounds. Look at these, just random backgrounds. And then it gives you that. Look at the shade. Oh, colours on there are just wonderful, aren't they? So that's it for tonight. That is it for tonight. I've definitely got to dive in since my local shop is interested in buying my cards. You've got to. You've got to. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. So I'm not here next Friday. I am at the NEC, as I said, doing business. And then on the 4th of November, we are on TV with That Little Beauty. If I can get in between, I'll let you know and maybe do a quick live. But if not, I will get some reels done and ready so you can have a little sneaky peek at some of the, maybe even just white on white, so you can have a little look. Anyway, have a lovely weekend, everybody. Don't forget to grab your fall foliage and your Golden Sun ink pad and anything else you need to create these gorgeous cards. They really are easy to do, but have some fun over the weekend, making some backgrounds and get ready for your dies to arrive. Okay, have a lovely one, and I will see you Friday week, or on telly, if not before. Don't forget Paola's on TV next week as well with Ink School. Loads to learn. So I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.